What's wrong?
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. Mike, one of the senior developers at 11th Hour Games, held his normal Friday Q&A live stream on Twitch, which means I get to bring you Dev Chat 144. As always, Mike answered lots of great questions from the community and gave us some outlooks for the future. And just know at the beginning of this stream, Mike was having some mic difficulties where he was kind of cutting in and out. I'll try and edit it the best I can. We're going to start right off with a brand new item coming for Cycle 3 Primordial Uniques. Mike, go.
All right, what is the Primordial Unique? Any teasers? Please, just a small one. I think it's a little early to be given any sort of details out. Yeah, I'm like, can I say anything, even just something little, like they are unique items, but it says that in the name. So yeah, I got really nothing I can show on that. Yeah, I'm sorry. It is gonna be sweet though. I'm really excited with them. I've got a few ideas for them kicking around, ready to serve.
They're gonna be sweet. Mike's got a couple ideas kicking around. This is gonna be a new type of unique. What I'm guessing is maybe like in the same vein of a Weaver's Will, something like that, unique but different. And we're gonna be hunting primordial beast likely in the ancient era. And I'm guessing that these are drops from those new enemies that we will be dropping, and that's the only place you could get them. But I have no idea. This is an excellent idea. Training dummy, but for defenses. So the dummy attacks you.
Chance we can get a version of test dummies that can help us test defenses. Oh, interesting. I don't think we have anything like that planned. Cool idea though, like something that just like output fixed damage rates or something like that. Yeah, while you survive against the dummy that fights back.
That is an excellent idea. Now let's talk Julra.
Julra has been very mean to me. I made 5 of my best relics. Any plans to make this part of progression less frustrating in the future? Maybe. There are some like situations where the swing is pretty big. I think one thing that I really liked about, so like when I look at the differences between things like rune words in Diablo 2 and like legendary slamming, and there's still ways, like say you slam a rune word together but it rolls so low that it's basically useless. There's still ways to recover some of that cost, but even though it's not like the full cost, where you can just like slap a hell rune and a TP scroll in there and it like at least gives you the base back so you can reuse the base, which is the least valuable part of that whole process usually. Not always. And I kind of like the idea of something like that, but there's nothing on the books right now.
When it comes to making legendaries in the Temporal Sanctum, as long as it's not weighted in any way, which means you're more likely to roll the T1 affix than the T7, as long as it's complete RNG, I am fine with it, and it's always very exciting, especially that adrenaline rush when you hit it. Moving on to clans or guilds.
Right. Have you considered creating a clan guild faction that will let us join clan guild progress through the ranks? We definitely talked about having like a guild system or clan system, how you want to call it, but having that be linked to a faction system, I don't see how that would flow. Like a clan guild, like a player community system linked to a faction progression system, I don't think. I mean, I don't see how that would work.
I'm guessing maybe what the person is asking is like, you got a leader, and then you got your generals, then you got your lieutenants, maybe something in regards to that. But I will say, EHG, I've been hearing more and more, just give us something basic to start with. Again, even if it's just a little bit of UI and you can chat with your friends, might be a good step to take. Now let's talk performance.
Hey, Mike really love LE since 2 years now. Are there any information about frustrating desync issues? If it's still a priority to fix, still can't progress the game any further since it suddenly appeared 2 weeks ago. Keep the good work. Yeah, the like multiplayer performance and stability is still the number one priority. We are constantly working to improve that. The rate of desyncs and that like per player that's playing is super far down. Yeah, it is extremely low compared to what it was 2 years ago. Not perfect yet, obviously, but done way better.
And I think most people would agree with this. Obviously, if you're dealing with desync and it's happening to you, it's extremely frustrating. It's happened to me in the past as well. But overall, if you're looking at when the game went online or even at launch, desync, server performance, optimization continues to get better, but obviously the plane has not landed yet. Moving on to my question about Monolith map expansion.
Would update 1.3 Monolith expansion add more Monolith Islands areas? I think we're more looking at improving the functionalities and the systems than just having more islands.
Figuring out what he can say.
Because I think there's such a thing as, unless we change other systems at the same time, I think there is such a thing as not enough, as not enough stuff in Monolith systems to support more islands, more timelines.
So, at least from that answer, and obviously things can change, this is going to be cycle 4. The Monolith expansion is not an expansion as far as we're actually getting new areas to explore. It is an update, maybe a complete update of all 10 existing areas. Many of you might know this, but I pushed for years to have Warlock be a Void caster, a spellcaster with the dark magic. I thought it would be so much fun. We have Void Knight for melee and we would have Warlock for Void, and obviously it got shot down and ended up not happening. Now me and my community, we are pushing Barbarian hard. We're talking about it all the time, hoping that that comes sooner than later. You are going to love this answer, or at least I love this answer from Mike.
Follow up to my first question and more direct. Oh, new Void Mastery when? I see what you're saying. I have no information on the status of upcoming Masteries.
Wait for it.
I think we've really intentionally left specific gaps in the like character options. And some of those biggest gaps we have intentionally left. We are planning on filling those gaps first.
Hold on.
I think the two most speculated, actually probably the three most speculated. I'm not saying that these are the next three at all, but the most speculated ones are probably some sort of Void caster, some sort of like Barbarian style character, and probably some sort of Monk character, but like Monk doesn't really fit anywhere as nicely as the other two. Are the ones that I see speculated on the most.
Unofficial Barbarian Void caster. Changing your cursor size.
I got a question here. Is there new developments in regards to adjusting cursor size using an in-game slider? One of the very few complaints I have about LE is that I'm constantly losing my cursor. Yes, we finally do have the ability to make changes to the cursor in-game. It's not quite finished yet. There's some issues with it, but we're finally over the big hurdle that we had where it was just like hard no before.
It's coming. All right, everyone, we have come to the final question for Dev Chat 144 around campaign skip and potentially getting your idols and passives when you jump through the dungeons. That would be huge. Mike, as always, thank you for your Friday live streams. The community truly appreciates it. Couple of asks at the end of the video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you think I've earned it. Don't forget to check out the Patreon. It is the best way to support. We have game night and movie night coming up for August. And get into the Discord. We do a giveaway every 2 weeks for just being a member of the community. We cover all things action RPG, and we are a non-toxic group approaching 4,300 members. Link for Patreon on Discord are in the description. I'm done. Mike, take it away.
Will we be able to skip story someday? Maybe. We don't have any plans to do that. There's lots of ways in already that you can definitely speed up a character's leveling process quite a ton, especially just from being experienced at it, but also from the dungeons, which we're improving the dungeon system and improving the way that the skip mechanics in the dungeons work as well. Because the biggest, you bring up like dungeons, and people are like, yeah, but you do dungeons, then you don't get any of your passives. So like we're looking at that.